Welcome to another exclusive lesson, and in this one we're going to be looking at songwriting and riff writing, which is a really important aspect that unfortunately many guitar players are missing these days. So the main thing here is if you want to write something that's memorable, something that you like the sound of, you really need to know what you like. And what I mean by that is that you need to know what kind of different timings you like, what kind of scales you like. What kind of keys you like, what time signatures you like, what kind of phrasing you like. And the best way to start kind of experimenting with different things. This is also really good if you're stuck with songwriting, so you can't really come up with new things to write. You definitely should analyze your favorite riffs from the famous bands and from any band that you like. Some riffs that are just so perfect that you just I don't know, they're just perfect sounding. So you want to know what makes them sound like that. You really need to, analyze them in depth and see what kind of pieces there are that make up the whole experience when listening at it. Because there's obvious things like, there's drums, bass, guitar, vocals. Those things add up and make the whole sound for that part. But as a guitar player, you really should start off with, before getting into those, start off with analyzing the guitar parts, the individual riffs. And I'm going to be using a riff from Tornado of Souls by Megadeth as an example. So that's the riff I'm going to be using in this example. So the first step is to figuring out what key the riff is in. Because that makes a big difference. Because if you think you know what scale it is in, but backing guitars are playing something completely different to that scale, it could be actually a different mode. So you need to know what is the rhythm guitar playing and the bass, what are they playing. Especially in this riff, you need to know that you're not playing actually a mode of the scale. So in this riff we know that it's a B, that's the root. It's in the key of B. Because you know the rhythm guitar. That plays the B note in there. So, next you want to know, okay, what kind of a scale is forming from that B note? The first three notes are in the minor scale. So that's B minor. But actually the rest of the notes after the first E string, right here it's actually shifting to B blues scale. So I would think this riff as a B blues scale riff with a chromatic note in there, or with an added note in there, which is this. But this is definitely a bluesy lick because you have the blues note in there. So this could be one little element that you perhaps like. Okay, it could be this. That could be that little something that you feel that, okay, that sounds really cool. And you can kind of implement it by, let's use in the key of E. You can use those same notes and create your own riffs that way. So you can do pretty much whatever you want once you know, okay, that's something I like. Other thing is you perhaps could like that, okay, I like the scale. So you can just write riffs in that scale. It could be the timing. It could be a combination of these different things. And I want you to really analyze your favorite songs to find out what makes them sound good to you. So you can use those things in your own writing.